Hello, church. Welcome to the pastor's update for Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. I want to start off with a couple news and notes items that have come to my attention. After a lot of conversation back and forth with church council members, volunteers, just a lot of different people, and in light of the recent developments in California, where as a church we have been told there's no more indoor gatherings of any kind, wanted to let you know that we officially are going to cancel the rummage sale for this year. So unfortunately, if you have items that you have been saving, we will not be having it. So you should find other means to get rid of those, whether at Goodwill or other churches or your neighbors. But just wanted to pass that along. Some of you may have heard that already, but it's too bad, but it's understandable as well. Also, some of you might know that Lynn Flathman and the team of young people have been working very hard to create an online vacation Bible school experience this year. And so that will be up on our church website. It's free. It will be something posted every day, but you can look at it whenever you want to. So that's something that we hope is a lot of fun and still a meaningful experience overall for those that are longing for that connection. It's a far cry from the real thing. We all know that, but I'm excited to be able to announce that it's happening, and also that I have a part in it. But be looking on the church website for information about that. That's going to be closer to the end of July that's going to be up. And then, of course, all the other updates as things happen, as things change. Right now we're going to be continuing in this pattern of only meeting in the online version for worship for the time being. And it looks like through the summer, at least at this point. So again, continue to check the website for more information about that. I was talking with a church member just a day or two ago about what a world, our kids are being raised in, and what a time we're all living in. And she was reflecting on how historically each generation has kind of had its thing to deal with, be you an older generation that was born in the time of the Great Depression or World War II, the Korean War, the Civil Rights movements, Vietnam. I mean, time and time again, we've had these crises in our country and in our world that have been a part of the growing up or the establishment of a sense of identity and community within our society. And when she was talking about this, one of the things that I was reflecting on was how in this day and age, in this moment of coronavirus, even of Black Lives Matter, it seems that something that's missing is that in the previous events, there was division, there was fracturing, there was a lot of, kind of protests, but it was much more characterized, at least eventually in each case, by coming together, by a sense of solidarity, by a sense of helping each other out, being with each other, moving forward together. That creates this galvanized spirit. And look, I've seen that here too. I know it. I'm seeing it in our neighborhoods. I'm seeing it in various communities, but I'm also seeing its opposite. And I think we all are. We're seeing a lot of division, a lot of fracturing. I had a conversation just the other day with one of my sort of acquaintances at the pool, and he is just experiencing so much anger right now. And some of the anger and frustration we all get. We're all frustrated and angry at where things are, but some of the direction of that energy was a lot of vitriol, a lot of anger. So as I'm thinking about what we're all going through and where we all are, I think about some of the stories and the ways that I interact with this stuff, as far as what's happening, what's relevant, what's real in our world, and how does it connect to some of these ancient texts, ancient stories. I'm calling on a spirit that I saw in one of the stories of Jesus, where it's actually his first sermon in Luke chapter 4, where he stands up in front of a synagogue that actually is very supportive of him at first. And he's speaking in these prophetic and powerful terms. And after they hear what he has to say, they get very angry at him. And they take him outside of the city with the intention of throwing him off the cliff. They want to just get rid of him. They are so enraged at what he said and what he's embodied at that point. And I love the story because it so simply says that Jesus turns to face them, and sort of with his head held high, with this quiet dignity, he simply walks through the crowd. And they don't throw him off the cliff. There's no violent interaction. But he holds his dignity and he moves forward. And there's something about that energy right now that I want to call out within myself, and I hope within all of us. We're going to be pulled in a lot of different directions right now, and it's hard to predict. And I'm not saying that feeling angry is not appropriate. Being frustrated, again, we all get it. But if in our responses, in our words even, if we could be thoughtful, aware, we'd call out the best from ourselves, think the best of others even, and approach our interactions with that quiet sense of dignity, to stand, to turn and face even the anger. And if not, to address it with words, and hey, sometimes words are appropriate, but to maintain our poise, our dignity, our deep sense of peace as we move through the crowded spaces of our lives, the voices that seem to come at us and may want to harm us. May we each carry that quiet yet fierce poise that Jesus embodies in that story. And ultimately, may it help to bring us to this sense of community, of camaraderie, of solidarity that is so important in moving through any trying time, let alone this one, because it's going to be with us for a while. That's what I've been thinking about. That's what I'll be praying for within myself and my family, but also within our community and our world. Friends, I hope you are doing as well as you can be. I hope you're able to get out and enjoy the things that give you hope and inspire you. And until the next time we meet, may you be held in Christ's peace.